Quick disclaimer. Should we comment on the author of a fanfiction, we are simply using context clues based on the content of the fanfiction being read. These comments are speculative and not meant to be insulting or judgmental towards the author. Similarly, any statements or opinions read as part of the fanfictions do not necessarily represent the values of the hosts.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pick a Fic. I am your host, Micah, and with me is my good brother, Jason. Jason, how are we doing today?
Oh, tired.
Yeah, it's another early episode.
We gotta get ahead of the trip we're taking to Too Many Games.
Too many games. Yes, we're going to the too many games. There's going to be way too many games there.
I don't even know why they keep doing, like, if they have so many, just, like, stop.
They've been doing this for, over 10 years? Like, they gotta learn by now.
Like, how do they still have too many? Like, there's no way they still have too many.
Yeah. So we're going over there to check it out.
Do some investigative journalism.
Yeah.
Gonna find out why there is so many.
If you see us, say hi. You won't, because no one's gonna know who we are.
The Venn diagram of the 8 people who semi-regularly listen to this and the people going to too many games does not cross.
Zero.
It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the only 2 people.
But just in case, you can never be too sure.
Yeah.
You don't even know what we look like, but
I mean, we're out there.
Yeah.
That sounded weird. You can find it. I don't.
Should
I? I've been having a little fun with the website. Putting up like the thumbnails as like a little museum type thing. We should do like IMDb type bios on the website where we're just like doing like the stock photo face, and it's just like an overly exuberant like description that was written by a PR person about like Jason and Micah Smith are disrupting a podcast,
have AI just write it for us,
dude. That's what I would say then. It would be that Jason and Micah are disrupting the podcast.
Yeah.
It would be no different. No, I was just looking at. I bought a couple new albums for the trip, and I was looking at. I just glanced at one of the artists' like descriptions on Bandcamp, and it was written by PR person.
Yeah.
It's just like they're so funny. They all say like almost the same thing. They have to have some weird like, I don't know the term for the literary device they use, but it's like, I think they were saying like ironically, rock and roll was defined by gimmicks, and now it's being like ruined by them, and then the ... So I didn't read the rest. I'm just like, what does that? No, gimmicks.
Yeah.
Isn't the point of rock and roll to not have gimmicks? Isn't that what people like about traditional rock and roll? I don't know. It was just funny. It's just that PR speak is funny to me.
Yeah. It very
but
much
anyway,
is.
I've been playing GTA 4.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about it.
I don't. I mean, I think it just you started it, but I don't think you got like really. I don't think you really got in the meat of it.
So for those who know about that game, I'm at the part where Michelle is actually Karen.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did a couple missions for the guy that you meet through that. I just rescued Roman. That's like what I just did. So that's where I am about in the story. It's fun. It's overall fun. I have issues with the repetition of the missions, but since Michelle became Karen, it's been more fun. They've kind of ramped up the difficulty, and now it's like, okay, it's not just like me when I would play Halo on easy when I was like 16 and just blow through everything, be like, oh, you just run it and shoot everything. There's no strategy. You just OP, man. You just be OP.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that anymore, which is nice because I tend to do that. Like I got into that habit back then. I still tend to do that with any game with a gun.
Yeah.
So it's nice for the game to force me to do that. I like when the game forces you to think because it forces me to think and actually play the game, and then it's more fun that way. But my default is not to play the game in a fun way. It's to play the game in the easy way. or to force myself to play it in these. Like usually it's not good to run in and just like shoot everything, and whether you have no cover in the middle of everything. But I do it anyway, and I would keep trying to do it. Like, man, middle school or high school me was so dumb. It
Well,
was so dumb.
you bring up a good point of like you play Halo on easy and you blow through everything because like everybody that I've known who's tried Halo just says that like they play on easy and they just say like, oh well, all you do is just shoot things, like there's nothing to it. And it's just like, as someone who's played Legendary on almost every game, I mean every mainline game, um like some of them multiple times, like oh my gosh, it is like the most strategic shooter I've ever played. It like
Don't say that to Rainbow Six fans.
okay, it's not like there's like what is the word I'm looking there's like I don't know,
No,
like military
it's an arena shooter.
strategic, and but
Like,
then there's like
Rainbow Six is a tactical. It's meant to be overly complicated, and
right
stuff.
yeah, and it's all like military stuff, like while it's like Halo, it's all sandbox like strategy, like it's what's in your arsenal and the best way you can use what's in your arsenal at that moment. Like it's so addicting. Like I was going to pre-order Halo Campaign Evolved because we saw the gameplay on the Xbox showcase and it looked great. Like I thought the visual looked awesome. I thought it like felt like it actually like captured that same, like, you know, the vibe that the Anniversary remake did. But like just better, I guess. And I looked at the gameplay, the 30-minute gameplay. I skimmed through it. It looks super faithful, looks super like fun. And then they pull out the whole split screen crap, where it's just like they first of all they typoed saying that both players on PlayStation need a PlayStation Plus account. And then they corrected, being like, oh, no, you just need a PlayStation account, not a PlayStation Plus account. See, guys, everything's all good, right? It's just like...
That's so much better.
Cool, you lost a pre-order for me. So, good job, guys. I will not be pre-ordering that game. So, and I recommend nobody else do because it's like, I can't support that crap. It's just like, just let local co-op be local co-op. I don't understand.
Like Microsoft, I don't think they're allowed to make offline games anymore. Even a single player only game, they have to put some sort of DRM check in there.
And let me just
Microsoft's been really bad with that.
Yeah, let me just vent about that for real quick.
You have to sign into Microsoft on any, like on the Nintendo Switch. If you have Minecraft on the Switch, you have to sign into a Microsoft account. Like no matter like you know, things like that.
Yeah, and it just like this Xbox fans, I hate you guys. You guys suck. I'm so mad. Like literally, Xbox put out on a silver platter. What do you guys want to see with Xbox? What do you guys want? What are the changes you want to see? We're getting community feedback, and it's just like big companies like this don't really do this that much because it's like you're so big. It's just like, you know, most of the responses you're going to get is going to be completely outlandish or like unrealistic or just like shit posting and trolls. But they did it, and I was really surprised they did. I was like, oh wow, this is like really cool. And I was like, maybe people can finally ask, like, hey, to cut the DRM crap and to put the games on the disc. No, not even like anywhere near on the list. No, people were like, bring back exclusives, and I just like, what? Really, guys? Really? So it's not even Xbox mostly. It's not even like all of Xbox fault anymore. Now the Xbox fans are also to blame for its downfall, because it's just, if that's really like the thing that you think is why Xbox is failing, like you do not know this industry at all. But yeah,
look up the word anti-consumer and then you'll figure out what's wrong with Xbox. So there's rumors that they're trying to spin it off. So Xbox is currently a division of Microsoft. They want it. There's rumors that they're going to make it like a wholly owned subsidiary where it's a completely independent run company. So it's not like now I don't know her name, but the current boss of Xbox has to report everything to I forget the name of the CEO of Microsoft too.
Yeah.
Satya Nadella, right? Like budget stuff, like all that stuff has to go through the top. But if they're a completely independent company that's it used to be owned by Microsoft, so they still get like money from them. But the operation side of it would just be independent, kind of like what Bungie was supposed to be when they got bought by PlayStation. So there's of course benefits and drawbacks, but the benefit is that they would be in charge of how they make their money. And in theory, that would mean they're less Microsoft grabby hands type approach and more like PlayStation and Nintendo, where like, yeah, both of them still have bad business practices and anti-consumerism and stuff like that. But they're way better than Microsoft has been.
Yes.
And the other thing, too, is that I think it would help disassociate Xbox with Microsoft. Because I catch myself doing it, just calling it like Microsoft.
Yeah.
Describing Xbox as Microsoft when I'm talking about the company itself. Whereas PlayStation, like, it's part of Sony, but it's a completely separate run aspect of Sony. And it's actually, I think it's like one of their very few profitable branches, like PlayStation is. Which makes sense when you look at Sony because they're the dumbest company. they make everything, and it's like when you make everything, there's no way all of it makes money. Like you make TVs, you make like electronics, you make movies, you make music, you make video games. It's crazy, and so like I think that would help.
Yeah.
Long story short, rambled a bit there, but still, like they own too much. They're trying to close more studios.
Yeah.
Like what's the they've been in such a like up and down period basically since the Series X launched. Like the Series X launch was like the top of the roller coaster, and since then it's just been like up and down, up and down. It's never reached that top yet. They would have. That direct was so good, and then they immediately just like, also here's like multiple things you don't like closing studios and force DRM on a single player only game that should just be offline. So anyway, that's the games we've been playing.
Well, I still playing Sonic Chronicles. I'm on chapter 5.
Sonic Chronicles.
I actually played a little bit this morning. Hate this game so much, but it's so interesting. I can't seem to put it down. And then I've just been playing Zelda Ocarina of Time for the remake. That's coming out in quote unquote 2026. I just don't believe. I think that's just too soon. I don't know. I know we have a whole half year left, but
I think it'd be funny if GTA 6 came out in this year, but not Ocarina. Like Ocarina of Time got pushed back of all the games.
Yeah, and a game where that. You're ready for the GTA 6. I'm glad I played through all the GTA games.
Yeah, you already got, I'm catching up. I need to play 4, 2 DLCs for 4, and then I also need to play 5 by November.
Yeah, well, I gotta get a PlayStation 5 by November because
I gotta get a Switch by September.
I'm
Switch 2.
Yeah, I'm done with playing games on Xbox for the time being. Not from like this whole situation, but it's just like because it's just like everything's on PlayStation. I mean, like. Really, like all those exclusives, even Microsoft games now, and it's just I don't see any reason to even like buy games on Xbox anymore when it's just like I might as well just have all of like my 9th generation stuff on a PS5 or a PC, you know. But that's a whole that's a whole nother story. But we are a fan fiction podcast, the number one fan fiction podcast. In fact,
everyone knows it. Everyone shouts it from the rooftops.
So Jason, open up your email and tell the audience what they're in for today.
I'm actually sick. I can't do it today.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh! A family of wreck-its. My Pricat, which sounds familiar.
It does, doesn't it?
Wreck-It Ralph. Jade and Ralph become parents to 2 adorable little wreckers, but have fun and face challenges and make friends. Who's Jade?
Jade is Pricat's OC.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, what do you want to talk about Wreck-It Ralph first, or you want to talk about Pricat first?
Probably Pricat.
So, Pricat, I believe, it's a returning author, who wrote the Adventures of the Hedgehog Family.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the same Pricat.
Oh, okay. Now
There we go.
Suddenly I don't feel sick anymore.
Suddenly,
I think I
was
can
so
record today.
confused. I was like, I thought you liked Adventures of a Hedgehog Family.
I saw a family of Wreck-Its, and then I skipped the author and saw Wreck-It Ralph, and I'm just like, this is going to be the worst one.
You mean you don't recognize the purple minion mascot?
No, that's the thing. I recognize the name and the mascot. I don't remember. I didn't remember which one.
Okay.
Which one it was. I knew it was a repeat. Okay, this is going to be the best one. This is actually going to be.
This is Pricat is so weird because it's like Adventures of Hedgehog Family was like you could just unreadable. You could not read it.
It was funny though.
And then skimming through here, it's just like it's somewhat like it's intelligible. So it's just like Pricat must be like maybe it's like a collective of authors that like take turns, because like I said, there's like 1,000.
It's like a pen name.
Oh yeah, and there's like 1,000 like fan fictions that they've written across like all of the websites.
And none of the shadow authors used a different picture cover for their stories.
Right.
They just used the purple minion.
Right. So
This picture. I'm just looking at a picture. It's so funny.
It's got to be put back in the thumbnail. And then there's Wreck-It Ralph. Jason,
he's gonna wreck it.
He is gonna wreck it, Jason. But
you know what he doesn't do most of the movie is wreck it. He barely wrecks anything. In the second movie, I think he does like once at the end.
Yeah,
technically, but it's like at that point he's not wrecking it. He's just fighting a boss. Like he's just fighting the boss.
Yeah,
because since it's a video game movie, they're called bosses.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph 1 is like a weird, fascinating experiment, I would call it. It's not great. It's like right in the middle of like, it's like okay. It's got a lot of annoyances, but so much like goofy 2010s video game culture. Like Sonic the Hedgehog is like the safety guy, like on all the monitors. Like he's like,
he's a PSA, yeah.
He's a PSA. He's like, remember, if you
you die outside your video game.
Yeah, if you die outside the video game, you die in real life or whatever. And then there's Nintendo. The overlords themselves allowed Bowser to appear. That's the end of the sentence. He appeared.
And this is when they were like really, really tight with their IPs. Like,
Disney was probably just like, Bob Iger is probably in front of the Nintendo offices and just pounding on the door like, please, Shiggy, please.
He's got like the megaphone. He's got the megaphone like the Crash Bandicoot commercial.
He's like, I just need one of your cats. I take a Pikmin at this point. They're just like
one.
They're just
Pikmin.
looking at their rosters. Oh, can we throw it? And then just give him Bowser. He doesn't need to talk. And just sent them the files to the same render they've been using for 20 years, and just call it a day.
Yeah, you could tell.
But yeah, a bunch of guys. I mean, you know, the Street Fighter.
Capcom.
There's like Q*bert was a major part of the story.
There's a lot of Capcom references.
No Mega Ball though.
No Mega Ball. Yeah.
And then the second movie is just genuinely an atrocity to mankind. One of I'd consider it a war crime. I used to say that about the Emoji Movie. They made a movie worse than the Emoji Movie. That's the new war crime movie. If like I want to commit a war crime, I will force people to watch Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's so bad. It is so bad.
I can't imagine how like I never thought you could date a movie like to the point of it being unwatchable in the modern times, but like you kind of did with Ralph Breaks the Internet. Like that is just filled with so much like just like modern like day stuff. It's just like I don't see how anyone
doesn't even apply anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know how like it'll even be watchable within like 5 more years. It's like so like because if this movie was made now, like because I was 2018, so like what like Has it really been
Yes.
8 years? Oh my.
And in that 8 years, off the top of my head, pop-ups don't exist anymore.
Pop-ups don't exist.
Like, ads don't exist anymore. Like, everyone has ad blocker.
Everything would have been replaced with AI.
Bidding on eBay. No one really bids on eBay. Like, I see very, very few things I want on eBay that are bidding.
Yeah.
Most people just, it's just a marketplace at this point.
I want to bid, and the seller has not shipped it in over 20 days. So
Cancel.
You gotta teach me how to do that, because I don't know how to do that.
You just cancel the order.
I mean, I think I did.
What?
I don't know. You have to check
thinking.
it out. You have to check it out.
I don't.
Because I'm also confused on this. I've never had to cancel. I never had to cancel an eBay order before.
You haven't used eBay very long, then, have you?
No, I've used it for long. I just don't really buy many things from it. So, but yeah, like the whole world of Wreck-It Ralph is so like just unbelievable. Not unbelievable. Like that's not the word. Like it's just like the world itself just can't exist. I guess.
Oh, no,
like
unbelievable. Because the whole Pixar thing, like Toy Story. It's like the way they set up the world. It's believable within the rules of the world.
right.
But Wreck-It Ralph, especially Ralph Breaks the Internet, the world that they create doesn't even make sense within the context of the fiction that they made. Like, there's so many weird things and inconsistencies, and like, I can't look at this and be like, it's not a functioning society.
Yeah.
Like, none of it should work. And like the ways they interpret different aspects of the internet and gaming as like a society is like the weirdest way to do it.
Yeah.
Like, the internet, I hate the way they depicted the internet. How like the user is like an avatar inside the internet. But that doesn't make any sense, because most people, like a lot of people, don't even have cameras on their like desktop computers. How are it makes you think too much.
Yeah. But like with Wreck-It Ralph, it's like, okay, so if your cabinet gets unplugged, you like die essentially. Like everything gets erased. But it's just like, what if you just like, and like the arcade that they're all in is like, it's like a really old arcade that's been there for like the 80s. So it's just like all those arcades had to have been like unplugged for like maintenance and for repair.
Power outage.
Yeah. So like a power outage.
Moving buildings, or just unplugging them from the place he bought the art cabinet from and then moving it to the arcade. Like, it's too much. There's too many like variables that can easily ruin the illusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it's just like, that's like the biggest thing for you. But anyway, this is a fanfiction podcast. We could talk about Wreck-It Ralph for like ever.
You wanted me to talk about Wreck-It Ralph, so I had to vent about Ralph Breaks the Internet.
No, I'm glad you did. It's just like, there's just so much we gotta go through, because Jason, give us the numbers.
All right, the numbers. Well, this is rated K+, so no swears. 8 chapters, 5,558 words, 9 reviews, 4 favorites, 6 follows. This was published October 25th, 2012.
Which I believe... When did Wreck-It Ralph come out?
2015 is the date in my head, but
that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, let's say it was a trailer 3 years early.
There it is, 2012.
Man, so like Pricat was on it. Pricat was on it when the movie released.
So this is an older one too, because the one Adventures of the Hedgehog Family, wasn't that like 2022 or something?
Yeah, so maybe Pricat just
like Wade from.
If it is one person, then their brain just deteriorated over time. I guess.
I would believe that though. I would believe that.
You just write thousands of fan fiction. It's gotta do something to you, you know. So this is. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right,
I've been ready for the past 24 minutes.
This is A Family of Wreck-Its by Pricat, Chapter 1. Author's note: I am very excited to write this Wreck-It Ralph story, as I wrote a short story on DeviantArt, which is a precursor to this, but in this story. My OC, Jade, and Ralph become parents to two adorable kids, but they've got a lot to learn about being parents, but it's gonna be fun. I couldn't help myself with this idea, but hope you like.
Couldn't hold back. The idea was breaking free.
It's like terrorism in the dragon world. Just like,
I
oh boy,
had to.
I have to do. Here we go. Takes deep breath. Like,
I'm so nervous about this. They don't do
don't
it.
do it.
Or don't publish it.
Oh my god. Anyway, it was a normal day in Niceland.
Okay,
Yeah,
questions already.
I already have a question. What is Niceland? I don't know what.
I don't think that's a thing. I think that's just this person's. Do you think it's like the Yoshi 2.1 Smash Mansion world? Or Smash City, actually. We found out there was a Smash City. Where it's like the author's in universe, like OC land, basically.
It's real. Niceland is literally just the setting of Wreck-It Ralph's game. You know, the one building with the black the black background. That has a name.
I'm not asking why, I'm asking how did people know that? How does anyone on this planet even know that information? Where did it come from? Is it in the manual?
Areas, the dump.
And the building.
The apartment building.
Yeah.
And there's East Niceland. In the movie's epilogue, Ralph and Felix have to build a new part of Niceland with buildings that appear to resemble townhomes. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
So I deleted scene.
Oh, wait, no, I remember.
Something
Yeah, actually, I remember. I don't know how I remember, but I do. Anyway, I got that situated. It was a normal day in Niceland, but Ralph was anxious, and it had been a few months since his wife Jade had told him that they were going to be parents. But he was worrying going to work in case the baby came. But he knew that Calhoun would tell him if it happened. Is that how you pronounce it, Calhoun?
Sure.
Okay. He knew that Felix and Calhoun's kids were spirited, but hoped his kids wouldn't be too spirited. But he then saw Felix, and it was time to go to work. But before closing time, he and Felix saw Calhoun with FFJ and Maya, his kids. But Ralph had a feeling that Jade was in the hospital, as the former sergeant nodded.
Oh, this is the sergeant girl.
Calhoun, yeah, I think that's what her name was. I literally forgot.
The Dynamite Gal?
Yeah, I think that's a Dynamite Gal.
Who wants to be the Dynamite Gal? I can be Fix-It because I can do the southern-ish accent thing he does. Do you want to be my wife?
I'm just trying. Yeah, I'm just trying to like
determine who's in this.
Well, I don't know what this freaking like dialogue is trying to say.
You just say it.
All right.
And make sure to pronounce the words correctly. Read them very carefully.
Don't worry. She went after lunch. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to do like that deeper voice that she had.
You don't know.
I don't know. She went after lunch. Congratulations on. Congratulations.
No.
What?
There's no D. It's Congratulations.
Congratulations on being a father, she said, smirking. Ralph smirks as he needed to go see his wife, but running off in the direction of Niceland General Hospital.
Not real.
But Calhoun and Felix were going after him just in case there was trouble. But Ralph entered carefully. But the workers were a little stunned but scared seeing him there, as the nurse told him where Jade was.
Am I him?
Please.
What does he sound
like, thanks, madam.
Thanks, madam.
He said, leaving. He then went to the
maternity ward.
but the maternity
That's where
ward.
moms are.
But was
Okay, hold on. So this guy can spell and knows what a maternity ward is, but not congratulations? How do you spell congratulations that wrong?
But was sitting on the floor, waiting for his kids to come to the world. But Felix noticed that he was quiet and not himself. But remembered the talk they'd had about being a father when Jade had said that she was pregnant. But Calhoun understood.
No idea who this is. I think this is Fix It Felix.
Yeah.
Ralph, don't worry. Remember that talk we had about fatherhood? It's gonna be okay, you'll see.
When FFJ...
Wait,
What?
is this still... This is still him.
Oh, this is... Okay.
When FFJ and Maya were born, I was really happy being a father, as kids can bring joy to a couple. Plus, you guys are very sweet, meaning your kid will be sweet, even if it does wreck things.
He said, and yeah, we're already missing Pricat lore, as I guess Felix and Calhoun already have children, but
Well, like I said, there's a precursor story on DeviantArt.
right, yes, that's a good
Also,
point.
that's research for the end of the episode.
A smile crossed Ralph's face at that, as Felix was right, but hoped that Jade was okay. But after a while, he heard screaming, making his protective instincts wild. But then the sound of infants crying made him curious as he came in.
This is a Lego Star Wars
Yeah,
Complete
oh.
Saga logic, where they just like...
Yeah, they just pop into the world. He saw Jade in a bed, but had a baby in a blue blanket in her arms as he was excited, seeing they had a son as she saw him smile.
Who's Jade?
Say hello to your son, Ralph, she said. Ralph took the baby from his wife gently and wrecked it.
End of chapter. Yeah.
But the infant wrapped ease.
Y is right next to T on the keyboard.
You're right. Wrapped E's small finger around the middle of one of his huge fingers, which made his heart melt. But he then saw Jade holding another baby, as it was in a pink blanket, as his eyes widened. But Jade chuckled softly at him. Yes, this is your daughter, she said. Ralph was stunned as Felix walked in along with Calhoun, but thought both babies were adorable, as Ralph smiled as a warm feeling was in him, like a warm gooey chocolate. He then was going to hang out for a while, but Felix had a feeling where he was going, but knew that Jade and the babies weren't coming home for a few days, but he sighed.
This is Calhoun.
Don't worry, Felix. He'll get used to it, Calhoun said to her husband. He hoped so.
Oh no.
Penelope laughed as they were having a party in Sugar Rush, but the young teen wondered where Ralph was, as he hadn't been here for a while, but knew he wouldn't forget about her, as they were good friends, but her worries were put to rest, seeing her favorite wrecker as she hugged him.
Hold on. We have Pricat lore.
Yeah.
British. See favorite right there? There's a U in there.
Oh, I never would have saw that. Wow.
Unless it's just another Pricat mishap, like a lot of things.
The only I guess like English different spellings is like mom and color.
Well, anything with that should have an OU that Americans removed for some reason.
Oh.
I mean, color less so, but like favorite, like kind of has a U sound. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could go either way. I don't.
And I
prefer American way because there's less things to type. So
and I only know that from Sonic Colors box art.
Dude, as a kid, I remember as a kid, and I found out that in Europe it was spelled colors, and I'm just like, what? That's crazy. Okay, I can do Vanellope unless you have a specific.
Nope. No, I do not.
Hey, Ralph! Wow, you look tired! Like something big happened! Are you okay?
She asked, still much less annoying than the actual voice.
I can't stand her. She's so bad.
Ralph nodded, knowing she might not like hearing that he was now a father. But they were headed to Diet Cola Mountain, but she was on his back. Even though she was 13, she still liked doing that. But were wondering why her friend was so quiet. But they were lying on the ground looking at the stars.
Jade gave birth to 2 kids.
Ralph said. The dark purple-haired teen's eyes went wide as she thought of him as a father, but was upset as Ralph saw her leave, but he sighed sitting up.
I need to leave.
Okay.
The phlegm in the back of my throat came out.
Okay. The dark purple-haired teen's eyes went wide as she thought of him as a father, but was upset as Ralph saw her leave. But he sighed sitting up, but decided it was best to let her cool down, but left Sugar Rush, returning to his game and returned into the log cabin in the forest that he and Jay called home. He was feeling bad and good, but was exhausted after the day, climbing into bed and after putting on a red and black pajamas as his eyes closed. That is the end of chapter 1 of A Family of Wreck-Its. Jason, what do you think so far?
It's an interesting interpretation of childbirth. How the dad just walks in, sees, oh, you're fine, okay, and then just leaves.
Yes.
And just hangs out with his child friend. Who's mad now? She's mad?
Wait, okay, yeah, I didn't understand what the heck was happening in that last part.
She left.
She thought of him, like, as she thought of him as a father, but was, okay.
But was
so
upset.
She sees him as a father figure, but was like,
is that what this is going for?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something? That is a better plot than the second movie. Like, her seeing him as like a surrogate father, but then him having an actual kids. That would be a better plot than the stupid, I don't even know what they want in the second movie.
Guy,
that's like character growth instead of Ralph just being a dick the whole time.
Oh
like, he was so bad in the second one. Like, in the first one, he was supposed to be like mean and like annoying because he's been the villain his whole life. He's just been bullied his whole life. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But he stops. Like, he grows out of that, and then the second movie just resets, and then
it's
we need to stop talking about Ralph.
Here's chapter 2, naming their kids. Author's note: here's the next chapter, but quiet on the review front. Ralph names his newly born kids RJ or Ralph Jr., his son and his daughter Jamie. But some news that might freak Ralph out. But even if is true, Ralph would still love his son. But he's still sad about how Vanellope took the news about his kids. But he hopes she's cooled down. Hope you guys like.
Okay, bold of Pricat to just name drop the kids in the author's note. Like, doesn't even wait.
Right.
Doesn't even wait. You don't need to... Like, we could just skip the chapter, honestly.
All right. The next day after work, Ralph headed to Niceland General Hospital, but saw Jade with their kids, but he kissed her. As she laughed, but saw both infants reaching out tiny hands out to him, which was cute, but saw Jade had something on her mind. Have you thought of names for the kids? She asked. Ralph nodded as he picked his son up as the infant smiled and at his father innocently.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, innocently. Right. I'm sorry, that was weird to me. With Rauch. God, oh my God,
Rouch.
Which
Can we call him
Ralph found adorable.
Oh, we call him Rouch.
That's just like evil twin brother.
His evil twin brother. If this movie were released in 2005 and there was a video game adaptation, he would have an evil twin brother.
I mean, there are video games, so
yeah, on the 3DS, it doesn't count.
he noticed that his son looked like him, and as an idea came to him,
Your name shall be RJ, big guy.
he said, "Oh, that's adorable."
Still.
Does it stand for Ralph Jr.? Jade asked him. Okay, so the way that some of these dialogue, the dialogue sentences are spaced out is that, like, after one sentence, it's like they indented.
Or they make a new, they press enter.
Yeah.
What's the word? Paragraph. They make a new paragraph.
Yeah, so it's like, I keep thinking that the dialogue ended, but no, it just continues down further. Ralph blushed at this, as it was cute, but saw RJ banging his fists together, making him chuckle as it was cute, but heard Jade's suggestion for their daughter, Jamie, which was cute.
Cute. Oh, that's cute,
he said.
That's cute.
He then saw Felix show up with gifts for the infants, but Ralph saw both infants smile, looking at the balloons that Felix had brought him. Ralph, there's something we need to talk about, Jade began.
We're not moving to an apartment, Jade,
he said. That's not what I meant, Ralph. Felix, could you give us some privacy? She replied.
Sure, Jade,
the young builder said. Ralph wondered what his wife had to say. That was important, but Jade sighed.
Oh no.
The doctor thinks that RJ might have a little bit of a glitch. Jamie's fine, Ralph, she said softly. There was fear etched over Ralph's face, as RJ could end up like Penelope, and the other kids would be mean to him like the Sugar Rush racers were mean to her because she was a glitch. Ralph, it's gonna be okay. We'll always love RJ, even if it does happen, Jade replied. Ralph agreed, as he loved both his kids, but needed a soothing ear as he was leaving. But Felix was helping him build a nursery for his kids, but hoped that RJ was okay, but saw his kids with their mother, but upset. I have no idea what I just read.
Well, apparently they didn't build the nursery yet. A bit behind, guys.
But hoped that RJ was okay, but saw his kids with their mother, but upset.
I think it's meaning that, as you know, you needed to know that the kids are still with the mom, because that wasn't clear,
right?
And that the mom's upset. Jade.
Okay.
I definitely remembered her name. I definitely was just calling her the mom because I forgot her name. Now, who is saying this?
Hey, Ralph.
It's okay, guys. Daddy will be back soon. I promise, !
He said... Why is it so funny to me? He said, kissing their heads.
What you accidentally typed?
They calmed down after that, but Jade was hopeful. Felix noticed that Ralph was quiet as they were building the nursery, but understood after the wrecker explained, but knew that RJ would endanger the game. But Ralph smiled hearing that.
Thanks, Felix. RJ is gonna need us to help him. If he's a glitch, I mean,
he replied. Felix understood Ralph's worry, as he was just being a father who was concerned about RJ, but knew that he and Jade would love him no matter what, as Ralph agreed, but he knew that Jade and his kids were coming home in a few days. Ralph smiled, finishing the crib, but had made his stuffed animals for Jamie and RJ, but put through in the crib.
But put through in the crib.
Okay,
We've all said that before.
I didn't read that wrong. Okay, got it.
But put through in the crib. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But put them? What's W next to? W's next to E? Q? ASD? None of those would make sense.
He sighed as he was seeing Felix leave, but thanked him for his help. But Ralph was going to the hospital to be with Jade and his kids.
Just laughed.
But was sitting on the floor beside his wife's bed, but had RJ in his arms as Jamie was asleep in the crib. But a smile crossed Ralph's face.
Aw, you're cute, RJ. Daddy loves you and your sister, you know. Even if you do end up being a glitch. Vanellope is one, but it doesn't bug her.
He said softly. Jade had overheard him, but thought it was sweet that Ralph was calming RJ down by telling him stories, but saw RJ smile. But she realized he hadn't made any noises, which worried her.
Newborn isn't making noises, guys.
She then saw RJ clap his hands as he signed his
A sign.
as a sign he wanted to hear more. As Ralph smiled,
Okay, I'll tell you some more, but you gotta sleep soon.
he told him. Jaden saw RJ asleep in
That was
her
easy.
husband's arms as he put him beside his sister. She then saw him lie down on the floor, but Jade saw him out like a light, but she smiled. And that was chapter 2, naming their kids.
I don't know. Like, there's so much nothing going on.
Oh my god, this is exactly what I expected. So I'm enjoying this quite a lot.
Oh,
So-
we have a review in.
Oh yeah, this is chapter 3, reviewing the glitch. Author's note: here's some more, but thanks to Fritz and Kitty 2007 for reviewing, as I like her Wreck-It Ralph story. It's the kid's first check-up, but Jade is stunned finding out that RJ is a glitch.
Really?
But decides to leave. But Ralph isn't giving up on RJ as he knows that he's more than a glitch, especially when an old friend moves in. I mean, Vanellope older, but unsure of shipping, but she and Ralph are just good friends.
We have a time skip
Okay.
already. Okay.
It was a few weeks since the kids and Jade were home, but Ralph had gotten used to sleepless nights, changing diapers and cooking and feeding the infants, but knew the checkup was in a few hours after the arcade closed. But Jade was nervous, especially around RJ. While Jamie was making progress like a normal baby, RJ wasn't. Plus, Ralph noticed him flickering sometimes. But he hidden this from Jade as she'd freak out, but knew he was a glitch like Vanellope, but still loved him.
This is just like a metaphor for like autism or something.
I was literally just thinking that. The arcade was now closing, but Jade was trying to round RJ up as he was crawling around but being cute, banging his fists like his father on the floor, making little dents in the floor.
I'll get him, Jade.
Ralph said. He used a cookie knowing his son as he managed to catch him, but smiled as he was biting on it. But Jade thought it was cute as Jamie was beginning to cry as Ralph gave her a cookie as she calmed down.
This predicted Incredibles 2.
Jade gave him a look.
Let's just go, okay?
He said. They then went to the doctor's but heard Felix yelling as his and Calhoun's kids were being hyper again. Ralph chuckled seeing Maya run out of the apartment, but Calhoun caught her. She wondered why they were anxious. She knew that RJ was different, but was unsure on how to act about it as they entered the doctor's office as both Jamie and RJ were curious. The doctor laughed as the infants were very cute.
Very cute.
As he was checking Jamie first, but she was healthy. But the doctor frowned, seeing RJ flicker as Jamie was in awe, clapping her hands.
Your son's a glutch. The glutch.
It sounds like one of like the Spyro villains.
That sounds like a derogatory term in this universe. You dirty glutch.
A broad smile crossed Ralph's face, but Jade looked horrified, but she sighed, knowing that she has to leave, but knew that Jamie would want to be with her brother as they were...
I think it's supposed to say fraternal, but it says Freyernal.
Freyernal.
I mean, the Y is right next to the T. It makes sense how you can...
As they were Freyernal tins.
Freyernal tins! Oh my god.
Probably gonna come after us. They're gonna like, you make fun of my fan fiction, you're just gonna kill us.
But it's so fun.
It's so fun.
Hey, we have the disclaimer, so we're not.
Oh yeah,
we're completely good.
Oh yeah,
absolutely
covered
no
across. Oh yeah, covered across.
You can say literally
fronts.
whatever you want.
Yep. Ralph. I think Ralph was smiling because he's
For your
proud.
little
He doesn't he loves RJ even if he's a glitch, and he doesn't mind that.
I think he's
RJ's a
smiling because
glitch.
Jade has to leave for some reason.
Divorce time. Ralph sighed, seeing Jade pack after.
I have to bring this up. Could you imagine if your wife was just like, by the way, if any of our children have autism, I'm leaving you. Like any at all, any signs, I'm getting out.
Is she actually?
It says knowing she had to like, but Jade looked horrified, but she sighed, knowing she had to leave.
So this isn't like a business trip,
But
like,
knew that Jamie would want to be with her brother. It sounds like she's taking Jamie because of the glitching.
Yeah,
Like it's a disease or something.
What? I thought this was like a business trip or something, but
Take your kid to work day.
oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, Ralph sighed seeing Jade pack after they yelled about. They yelled, but RJ was nuzzling his father's shoulders, but Jamie was holding his finger as he smiled a little.
Thanks, guys. At least you care about Daddy. We don't need her, as we're a family, all on our own.
He said, smiling. He then heard the doorbell ring as Ralph answered it, seeing a certain glitch who was his best friend, but knew she'd moved out of Sugar Rush.
Huh? Yeah, you can move in since Jay's gone. These are my kids, Jamie and RJ. RJ reminds of you,
he said. She then saw RJ flicker as her eyes widened, seeing Ralph's son had a superpower like her. She was settling in. So, Penelope is moving in with Ralph after his wife left him.
She's older now, but how much older? Because hopefully 18.
But
how old are the kids?
Others know they're still good friends.
They're still good friends. But he's thinking of romance. Or
Yeah.
shipping, I mean.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of shipping. So that's... Anyway.
So Jade left because of RJ? That's pretty stupid.
Okay.
He's just going a pretty cool power, which makes him unique.
She said. Ralph smiled at her words, but she was a glitch too, but knew she could help with RJ, but they were eating.
Great.
But saw both infants being messy infants while eating, which was cute. As she and Ralph were cleaning them up, but saw them getting ready for bed.
They're cute, Ralphie. It's Jade's loss, you know.
She said.
Just because... Oh, never mind that she didn't get aged up at all.
Yep.
Just because you're 13 doesn't mean you know everything, right? But you're right about that.
He said. They were sitting on the couch telling stories with Jamie and RJ seemed to like, but she noticed that RJ wasn't tired but saw him smile at her as Jamie didn't trust her. Okay.
Oh, this is her. Oh, she's talking for so long.
Oh my gosh.
You're good people, you know that? You shouldn't be sad about being a glitch. You've got a superpower just like me. When I was little, none of the other kids in Sugar Rush liked me because I was a glitch. And wouldn't let me race until your father came crashing into my life. He showed me that being a glitch was awesome. You're gonna be a winner and adorable.
She said. She had no idea that Ralph had overheard her, but had put
Screaming
Jamie
it.
down to sleep, but saw RJ flicker as he was playing with Penelope. He saw him getting sleepy as he took her from Penelope, but saw her go into the guest room, but he hoped she would sleep okay. He then placed RJ beside Jamie in the crib. He smiled, seeing them so innocent little troopers sleep. He would be a great father with Penelope's help. It already felt like a family now. Wait.
Yep.
It's the kid's first checkup, Jade told her. Jade's back. Jade?
Surprise return of Jade at the very end for the kid's first checkup, which she already had. I have a feeling this was meant to go somewhere else, and it just got, like, moved down somehow.
Yeah.
We're close to an hour, but we can do
Yeah,
one
we'll
more
do-
to make it
Yep.
to get halfway
And this is
through.
not too long. So yeah, so big plot twist, I guess.
Big mistake.
You mistake. Yeah.
In the
Big
fanfiction,
mistake.
Because no, I genuinely think like they were moving the cursor around and started typing, and that just kept getting moved down.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Yeah, I think
Because it's not the kid's first checkup. They already
that's
had
a
that.
good point. Yeah, that's probably because okay, like I was just kind of like familiar around fanfiction.net and like yeah, actually writing a story on fanfiction.net is weird. Like it's like relearning. It's like learning how to do Google Docs again. It's and like inserting like one from Google Docs is like then you have to like do all this formatting and really complicated stuff. So
that explains why every fanfiction we read has completely unique format.
yes. This is chapter 4, proving him wrong. Author's note. Here's more of the story, and thanks to Fritz and Kitty 2007 for reviewing, and decided to make Vanellope 20, but she and Ralph are friends. Vanellope is watching Jamie and RJ while Ralph's doing his wrecking duty, but her bond with Ralph's son is beginning, but she's protective of both kids.
Well, that's good.
That afternoon, Vanellope had taken Jamie and RJ to Sugar Rush, while Ralph was busy wrecking. But RJ really liked the carts along with Jamie, but she saw him engrossed watching the races, while his sister was taking a nap in the carrier. She saw him flicker in excitement, but she wondered if it could happen, that another glitch could rock Sugar Rush the way she had. But noticed he'd gone, making her worry as he had used his powers to escape. She saw him in the garage, but trying to make something, as it was a cart, but Vanellope's eyes widened at this.
How old is he?
You little genius, RJ.
She said with she said and he smiled.
That was a tough one.
What kind of cart is that? It looks like...
No.
So this is somebody.
What kind of cart is that? It looks like the Glitch's old cart, somebody said. Vanellope thought it was Tiffany, but she was... What? Oh, sorry. Vanellope thought it was Taffy. Taftia. But she was still mean as ever. But RJ was sad as the big kid had made fun of his cart right after Vanellope had said it was a genius.
Hey, leave RJ alone. He's just a baby, Taff.
She said. The mean large racer sneered seeing Vanellope. Their so-called president had left. She saw RJ getting mad, seeing her make Vanellope cry. Oh my gosh. He yelled, wrecking. Gosh, I'm going to die. Taftia's heart pounding into it like his father, as both Vanellope and Taftia were amazed but saw him chase after the mean cart racer. But he then crawled over to where Vanellope was sitting on the ground.
I mean, the C is right next to the V.
Yeah.
I can...
Thanks, RJ. Daddy's gonna be proud of you. I can't believe you talked. Sort of.
She said, hugging him, but the infant decided she was his and Jamie's mother, but just snuggled into her chest as they were leaving, but knew the arcade was closing now, so it was okay to go back to Niceland, but knew that Ralph was probably exhausted from wrecking. She then entered his apartment, finding him asleep on the couch, but she It's supposed to be
put, but it's spelled put.
But she put both infants in the playpen. But went over to the kitchen making snacks. But knew that RJ was going to do big things when he was older.
That was cool what you did, RJ.
Oh wait, no, this is Jamie.
That was cool what you did, RJ. That big kid was mean to Mommy. How come you're not talking now?
And Jamie as RJ, they were in the playpen and playing with blocks, but they could talk to each other without their fathers or Vanellope's understanding them, but RJ liked playing with his sister. Sometimes I don't feel like it, Jamie, he said. She then wanted him to do the thing he'd done with his hands as RJ intimidated his father,
But that was
wrecking the tower. But both infants laughed as they were both doing it, but saw RJ flicker as Ralph smiled seeing them play wrecking.
This is Vanellope now. Yeah.
You should have seen your son, Ralphie. He was awesome, building a cart and then wrecking one for me. He also talked a little, as well.
Vanellope said as they were having coffee.
What time is it?
He was proud about that, but was optimistic for him, but needed to spend rhyme with both kids, maybe at bedtime.
Who is saying? Who's she? I'm just gonna say it's Vanellope.
Or Jamie. I don't.
You just used your power to escape and attempt building a cart. And you're just a baby.
She said. All right. Yep. So that's where we end. That's where we end. I think chapter 3 would have been a better place to end because it kind of implied that Jay was suddenly back, but no, that's not true. Unfortunately,
Will Jamie return? Find out in the next episode.
Jamie's a daughter.
Jade. I mean, Jade could leave too. You never know.
This is.
I mean, they can speak in full sentences.
This
but
is
only to each other.
exactly what I expected, and I'm so happy.
This is like 80 times more readable than
Yeah.
Adventures of the Hedgehog Family. Like, what happened?
There's so much mystery behind. Like, there should just be a pocket about uncovering mysteries and make mysterious authors from fan fictions because this is so confusing. This was made years earlier than Adventures of Hedgehog Family, but it's so much more readable. It's like, it's so confusing. But yeah, how do you like it so far? How are you liking a Family Records?
You know, it's a lot of nothing.
Yep.
They're just like I don't know why Jade left. I don't know how old anyone is. I don't know what time it is. I don't know where they are sometimes. Like, also, why isn't Vanellope doing her job?
That's a good point.
But I'm looking at them, like, all the recent uploads from Pricat, and they're all like Hedgehog Family.
Maybe this is Prigat's descendant, and like this is like they're taking on the legacy of the original author. That's the only thing I can think. Yeah, I'm just skimming through some of these. Are crazy.
I mean, there's a Hoppers one already. Well, I guess it's been out for a little bit.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for now. We will return back with a Family of Records by Pricat at a later date. But we gotta
go.
We got a convention to go.
We gotta
to,
get out of here.
So
We have to leave right now.
I wish. I am so excited.
It's literally because I have the whole week off, so I'm just kind of sitting here, just waiting.
Just waiting. Yeah.
Just waiting.
Yeah, waiting.
I mean, we'll be watching Disclosure Day tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We never bought the tickets to that, did we? We probably should have done that.
I thought you already did.
No, we didn't decide on the time yet.
Oh my god.
Well, we have something to do, so we will leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Why are we like this?